And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. There's now enough monkeypox vaccines to vaccinate 250 people in Harris County. But think about it, 250 in a community of millions. Meanwhile, the federal government is shipping another 17,500 doses. But that's still not enough for one of the largest cities in America. Tonight, we talk about it.
So the Pfizer and Moderna folks have just released statements stating that they have a modified version of the vaccine that they are currently getting FDA approval for. And we anticipate in early September that we should be getting this modified vaccination that will help better cover all the new variants that we've gone, including the subvariants of the Omicron.
And of course, we're seeing a lot of people get sick right now.
That's correct, Isaiah. The numbers have skyrocketed, especially in Harris County. We're seeing thousands of new cases, and a lot of those are being undiagnosed and unreported since folks are doing these testing at home as well.
All right, let's move on to monkeypox, which is becoming a problem in this country and every other country around the world. Was a rare infection or disease that you found in Africa. Now you're finding it right here in the city of Houston. What's going on?
That's correct, Isaiah. Over 80 countries have now reported cases of monkeypox. This is a viral illness that's spreading. It was initially known to be, as you said, in the Africa communities and highly noted to be in the homosexual the gay males. And however, what we've seen now is that this virus can spread through sexually transmitted. And because of that, we're seeing these cases rise. And we're seeing them, especially in Harris County as well. There are folks being hospitalized with these lesions, the fevers, the lymph nodes swelling, difficulty in breathing, all of those being symptoms of this virus.
People are concerned about getting the disease. You said through sexual contact. Is that the only way you can get it? Can someone touch you with it? What are the other ways you can get it?
Yeah, so saliva is the big other option as well, but mainly it's through sexually transmitted, through bodily contact. So, saliva, skin, sweat.
So if someone touches you, you could get it that way.
Yes, that is, and a lot less likely to happen, but a lot more of it's through the sexually transmitted methods. But there are cases of that, very rare though.
And of course, you mentioned that it is in the gay community, mainly with gay males. I think they said the age group is about 30 plus. But this is not limited to just the gay community. Anyone can get it, right?
That's exactly right, Isaiah. Anybody at risk for this, anybody that partakes in these sorts of activities is at higher risk. But again, as we mentioned, there is this risk of potentially skin contact, these lesions that develop with this virus. Those, if the lesions open up and there's fluid and discharge, that can also do it. And so there are multiple methods of this transmission, and that's why we're seeing this rise between not just the gay community, but throughout we're seeing an increase as well.
Now, Mayor Sylvester Turner was on The Factor last week and complained about there not being enough vaccines in circulation. Monkeypox has been around forever. And of course, we knew it was coming months ago. Why aren't there enough vaccines in this country to deal with it?
That's correct, Isaiah. There are not, and the government is still, lacking in its efforts to fully come up with solutions to help treat this. They're still pending finding a coordinator. And Mayor mentioned the lack of the supplies is a big concern. But beyond that, lack of testing as well, Isaiah. We don't have those testing kits. Those things are not readily available in the hospitals right now to help test folks that come in with these lesions, these sorts of symptoms.
And of course, for those who are concerned about getting a vaccine, you don't necessarily have to have it or be I would say, in a high-risk group? Can you just get it once those vaccines are available, and will it stop you from getting monkeypox?
So it reduces transmission significantly. Nothing is 100% foul-proof, obviously. There are still incidences, but the vaccine does help tremendously. And again, it's currently recommended and being encouraged in the coming weeks to months to be recommended for folks who are at high risk, those that do have male sexual partners in the gay community is what they're recommending right now if you're at high risk to consider getting those vaccinations in the future.
And so and when we see monkeypox, we see the bumps or the lesions on you. Does it hurt? How does it feel?
Yeah. So they can irritate the nerves. We have superficial nerve fibers that are all over. And so, yes, it can be painful. You also get fever, chills, just general body aches with that as well. And then the other thing you get is swollen lymph nodes. And so you'll get lymph nodes that get swollen under the armpits or under your neck. And those are all kind of classic symptoms and signs that we see.
And my final question is, can it cause death?
So there have been rare incidences of this, Isaiah. It depends on if you have other comorbidities. Maybe you're, older with a lot of other medical problems. Generally speaking, this is a viral illness that does its course, and within a few weeks, it goes away. But then you are at that risk during those times to spread this. And even without the lesions, there are risks that you can spread this without knowing.
All right, Dr. Danish Ali, Arch Point Pain Institute, thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored with that valuable information, sir.